Hey, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. My guest is Ben Olson, co-founder of the Thinking LSAT podcast and also LSAT Demon Daily. But Ben, I got a real short email here that I thought we would tackle on the Demon Daily. And it says, how do you use the demon wrong? This is probably the shortest email I've ever received. Thank you, Mason, for sending me the shortest email we've ever received. By the way, if you want to suggest something for the show, you can email help@lsatdemondaily.com. Anyway, Ben, what do you think of Mason's question? How do you use the demon wrong?
Okay, so a couple ideas came to mind, but one is to not use it. I've definitely looked up users who, sorry, I shouldn't say users, students,
Yeah, right.
students who have, I look at their history and it's like they do like 5 logical reasoning questions and then it's just nothing for like 3 weeks. And then they start doing some things again. You're not using it enough. I mean, you just said, did you drill today? It's like drilling doesn't take that long. You could drill
Right.
for 10 minutes and do one question and review it and learn something about it. And that's going to be so much better for you than doing nothing for 2 weeks. The other thought I had is those people who do drill every day, but they don't seem to be reviewing seriously. So they do a question, they kind of scan the explanation, are like, yeah, got that. And then they move on. We want the person who's in the middle there. They're drilling every day, but they may not be doing a ton of questions. Ideally, I mean, you want to do a critical number so that you're actually making progress. But when they are doing questions, they are taking the time to read the explanation, watch the video, and really make sure they understand it.
So, okay, so interesting. So it's almost as if Mason asked us, your first response. What if Mason had said, how do you work out wrong? And your first response is like, well, if you don't work out, that's a good way. Like,
Yeah.
don't do it. Take 3 weeks off. You join a gym and then
Mm-hmm.
take 3 weeks off. That ain't it.
Yep.
So yeah, for one, you do need to be logging on a little bit every day. By the way, this is what we've been doing at my June 2021 LSAT study group, which I'm doing at lsatdemon.com for free for anybody who wants to join. We've
Yeah.
made the commitment that we're gonna study a little bit every day, and the demon is designed for that. Log
Yeah.
on, click drill, do a question. That's it.
Yep.
You've
Yeah.
ticked the box. That's the showing up at the gym, right?
Oh, I love it too, because you're lowering the barrier to entry, right?
Right.
If you make it a big thing, oh, I have to study for an hour and a half today, or I have to do a whole test for God's sake, right? Like all of a sudden it becomes this big mountain, and no shit, you're not going to do it that day or the next day or for the next 3 weeks. But if all you have to do is log in and do one question, well, great. And what happens to most people? They end up doing more.
Yeah, we've been told that it's addictive. They get hooked on it and they want to
Yeah.
do more. So yeah, for sure, the most common way that people use the demon wrong, unfortunately, is they pay us and then don't use it, and that's a shame because you got to develop that habit of getting on it every day a little bit. Another way, Ben, that I'm sure you see people use the gym wrong, is they go to the gym, but then they just sit there and scroll probably pictures of themselves on Instagram. They just sit there like scrolling, wasting time at the gym, which I think that's related to your second response to Mason, which was there are people who do a lot, but then they don't get much out of it because they're there, but they're not really doing anything.
Yeah. Well, I actually I might tweak your analogy a little bit. I see this all the time because, I like to go to the gym, and I know I watch lots of videos on how to do particular exercises. So then I know the form that multiple people recommend. And then I look over it and I see people who are like, they'll be doing like these, like, let's say a bicep curl, right? And their whole body is moving. So they're
Mm-hmm.
totally cheating. So if I told them, hey, look, stand still, keep your elbows down, there's no way in hell they would do the weight that they're doing. So it's
Right.
like this weird deception. They're like, look how much weight I'm lifting. Yeah, your whole body is like arcing back
Hmm.
and you don't even know which muscle groups you're working there. And so you're not actually at that weight, but they're deceiving themselves into thinking that they are. And I think people do that in drilling or taking tests because they like burn through a bunch of them, but they're not actually like digging in and focusing on getting 100% accuracy for the ones they actually do. Their form is all off essentially in terms of studying and in terms of actually approaching the questions.
Yeah, you need to learn as much as possible from the work you're actually doing. I think people sometimes just get into this rhythm during drilling of like they scan the question, they click an answer, they got it right.
Yeah.
Great. They scan the question, they click an answer even faster. They got it right. They scan the question, they click an answer, they got it wrong. They scan the next question, click it. It's like, whoa, wait a second. Whoa,
Yeah.
hold on.
It's like they're pulling
What?
that slot machine, right? It's like,
Yep,
let's get some
just
more.
yep. And they do that with sections, and they do it with full tests where they're just looking for the result and they're not actually looking for the learning,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that is probably, I mean, yeah, not using it is a mistake, but using it and not getting anything out of it. When you miss a question in the LSAT demon, it provides you instantly with videos and written explanations and the ask button, which are three awesome ways to figure out why you missed that one. And it's,
Yeah.
you got to dig in, man. You have to figure out what it was that you did wrong. I would rather you watch all 4 videos and read an explanation and hit the ask button if necessary to make sure you squeeze maximum value out of that one question that you've missed. I
Mm-hmm.
would much rather you do that than just go on and do 15 other questions where you're just kind of pulling the slot machine lever. Thanks for coming on LSAT Demon Daily, Ben. I'm sure I'll see you very soon.
Yeah. Thanks.